Hello and welcome to another episode of Kwesi Corner with me. By this time you know that my name is Kwesi and this is Samson. And as you may have seen from the previous video, he gave us some really great information regarding his playing, and you got to see that and you got to hear his insight on drumming. Now you get to hear one of his favorite drummers, and we get to react to a video and take some bits from it that we might find useful in our drumming endeavors, let alone any of you guys at home. So without further ado, react. Hi guys, here I am again with none other than Samson Jatto, the legend that is, and we are about to watch another legend. So now, one of Samson's biggest influences, drumming wise, is none other than Steve Jordan. So I asked Samson earlier on today, are there any videos that you haven't watched on YouTube? And he very confidently responded, there's not many. So this video is the Arista All Stars. It's July 1978. You got Michael Brecker on tenor, Randy Brecker on trumpet, Mike Mainieri on vibes, Steve Jordan on drums, Tony Levin on bass, stick it says here, and none other than Steve Kahn on guitar. So that's a beast lineup right there. And this is a very young Steve Jordan, so it'd be interesting to see. I love pushes when they're done properly.
I had a good feeling it would be a 16th note groove as well, because that's what he sounds best on. That's what he sounds amazing on. That's the first time I've heard a cymbal on the ride right now. Loads of the stuff he was coming back onto the hi-hat to finish the fills. Do you know what I mean?
I think maybe him being younger, he was expressing himself just a little bit more than...
Probably, a little bit more. And he's serving the music as well.
Damn.
Again, that whole section, all those hits, no crashes. It's all done on the hi-hats and the toms. It's a very, you know, an important part of his style. Like the cymbals, he doesn't let them get in the way unless he really feels he has to. Still using stacks in 1978.
I wonder what that combination is. The last person I've actually seen playing vibes and enjoyed watching is probably David Morakpour.
Okay, yeah. I've done some sessions with him playing vibes. He's ridiculous.
I wonder if you've seen this video.
Probably has. That guy really has seen everything, for sure.
So even then he was hitting the drums with so much authority. It's just like every hit meant something. It wasn't just a flourish that had no point.
He means everything when he's playing.
He mimics the flourish with a roll.
He's listening. And if everything that he plays, even though he's like playing it out more than usual, it's still very musical. You can still understand it, you can still take it in. It's just not, it's not something straight from the practice room and then into a song. Do you know what I mean?
So he's actually feeling the music as opposed to just trying to recite something.
Yeah, he's feeling the music, as we saw when he was responding to the sax player. He was actually listening and responding. It wasn't just, oh, I learned this lick in 5 the other day, I want to throw this in. Do you know what I mean?
Too much of that today.
Again, came in on the 1, just straight with the kick, no crashing. It was like, he was rocking out on the crashes before in the section before, and does all those fills, and it's like he just brings it straight back down, whoom, back to the groove, but not with like a push. Doesn't like
just
to
sucks it straight
start.
back.
Yeah.
Obviously, listen to a lot of these guys' music now, and I'm so used to just seeing them old.
Yeah.
You know, young Randy Brecker is. What's this? Young Tony Levin. Weird. Standard. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That was so tight. So, would you consider this like a pretty, how do I say, standard interpretation of what you think when you think Steve Jordan drumming?
Do you know what? Not 100%. Obviously, he's molded himself and morphed into something else and is known for something other than that. But you can still, from that, see just how he plays naturally. Like the core is still there. His feel is amazing. That's the main thing about him, his feel. So even though he's playing it out a little bit more here, you can actually hear the feel within the drum fills.
That you're used to.
Yeah. It still sounds like Steve Jordan. Like all those hi-hat chokes and stuff like that. And like I was saying a lot during the video, the main thing when he comes down from certain sections, he can be really playing out. And then he just comes right back down and he doesn't hit that crash on the 1. He's just straight back into the groove. That's something he still does now. You'll hear a record and you won't hear any crashing. Like, he was still rocking out in the crashes, but he'll just go down into the start of a verse or the head just by coming straight back down and nothing too explosive, nothing getting in the way. And that's like vintage Steve Jordan.
I think the most I've ever seen him play out, as it were, was probably the 2002 World Cup.
Okay, I haven't seen that. That's another video I need to see then.
I don't know if it's on there. I remember watching it live and he was playing.
And
he was, I can't even remember who he was playing with, but he was, I was like, whoa, Steve.
Going in.
Yeah. Like, he wasn't crazy, but he was just like, oh, okay, I've never seen this, because usually when I'm watching the Vic Firth videos or, you know, from Drummer World or whatever, it's not this. It's very, you know, on point. And that's obviously another discipline itself. I'm not taking away from that. I'm not saying he's better because he's doing more. But it's just, you know, it was nice to see, as we discussed earlier, you know, when a drummer that you know is known for a certain thing and then all of a sudden they come out with this little thing, even though it lasts for a second or...
like, that's all, for me, like, the beauty in music. Like, some of my friends, a few of my friends who play, not even just drums, like bass, you know, they're amazing players, and their time and their groove, their feel is so amazing. But then they always catch you off guard every now and again. They won't be in the same place every single time, and every single set it'll be the odd song where they just play something, just a little bit for half a bar, and you're just like, whoa. And it just sounds amazing.
Okay, so we've had a good look at this video. We've discussed, you know, a few bits and pieces that we like from it. What would you take from this video that you may have taken from previous videos of him, but this one in particular, maybe as a point of interest going into your existing drumming style?
I'd say the main thing I took out from this actual video, not from anything else before, is that you can see that he's always listening. That's like the main thing, because we picked out a point where he was interacting with the saxophone player who was having a solo, and you can tell he was actually listening because he responded to a line he was playing. And like, that's not something, he's obviously always listening, he's obviously an amazing listener, but some of the other music he's more known for playing on now, he's listening but in a different kind of way. He's not necessarily reacting to or interacting, he's just playing the parts and knowing his place. He's listening in that kind of way.
Rather than responding to
you can, he was actually having a conversation, so he was listening. You know, sometimes you might go and meet someone for a coffee or something like that, and you start speaking, but actually you realise after about 2 minutes you haven't been listening to anything they've been saying. That happens so much. Whereas I think musicians often do that. They get in it, obviously they can hear, but like they're not really listening. They're in their own world. They're either stuck on the drums or they're stuck on the guitar, and they're not really listening. There, you could see he was obviously listening to himself, but that wasn't his main sort of focus. He was listening to everyone else. So that's the main thing I've got from this video, is to go back and make sure when I'm playing, I'm actually listening to everyone.
Well, I mean, I'm not too far off in terms of that same train of thought. What stuck out for me was the fact that there were certain elements that were being played by other instrumentalists that he either mimicked or kind of girded it with his own kind of style. So it would be like, okay, you're gonna go da 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 da. I'm gonna go da 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 da. And you know, that's that kind of interaction, rather than, oh, I'm just playing the song and you do your bit and I'll do my bit. It's for me, it's just so important. So I think this kind of, for me, reiterates that kind of feeling of, okay, just as you said, I need to go and just listen to my people. What's my band saying? What they actually say, or what they try to say. You know, for me to respond in such a manner that would cause the whole situation to be just that bit more sweet musically. So yeah, that's. I mean, I'm in total agreement with the Jatto. So that was a great little view there. Obviously, that was not the shortest video around, but
11 minutes 17.
11 minutes 17, well spent, mate. And I think we could all take a lot from here. Samson's taken a bit, I've taken a bit, so I'm sure you viewers as well can look at this and think, you know, there's stuff that they haven't even talked about, or they can't even comprehend that you can from the comfort of your armchair. So, you know, do that, and let's see your comments below. Let's see what you have to say about this. What has stuck out for you guys that we haven't possibly mentioned, you know? So
there's loads.
There's loads. There was so much going on in this one track. Yeah, exactly. So so there we go. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do not hesitate to like, subscribe. Also, there is a comment section. Please do comment below. Let us know what impacted you from this particular video. Go watch it again, and then go watch it with us reacting. We are gorgeous, are we not? So, you know, see that, let us know what you think, what stuck out for you. Let's start a thread, let's start a conversation. And without further ado, Samson and I will bid you good night or good day wherever you are at, and we shall be seeing you soon. Take care.